Hi, I'm Dylan Wood. I'm a psychology major and a field artillery officer in the Army. I have chosen to go work for Love's Travel Stops as an operations manager. So, what helped me decide to transition using a partnership with Cameron Brooks is me not knowing what the process looks like to get to the other side, although I knew where I wanted to be roughly. And I'd like to describe it as a foggy situation where I kind of know where I want to go, but I don't know how to get there. And Cameron Brooks was there, like a helping hand sticking through the fog, saying, "Take my hand and follow me, and I'll show you the way." And I decided to trust them to take me through that foggy period and show me what I needed to do and partner with me along the way without robbing me of my agency and my decision making abilities. So when the conference came around, the Cameron Brooks team gave us the list of companies that we'd be interviewing with and roughly what where they are and what the positions are. And immediately, like anybody else, I started researching the companies, trying to find anything I could to cling on to understand them and to get myself excited to interview with them. So when I went to my coach, Brock Dudley, he was very respectful and professional at hearing me out and understanding where I was coming from. But ultimately, he coached me up right and he told me to focus on the 50-meter target, which was just to be prepared to interview with them to get them to say yes to a follow up interview with me. Because at the end of the day, I can't make a decision about a company who hasn't offered me a job. And the best thing for me and for my family was to have offers on the table. So 50-meter target was to get yeses in the interviews, the initial interviews. And then after that, I had to adjust my focus to getting an offer on the table from the follow-up interviews. And at that point, then I should be bringing everything I have to the table to scrutinize and filter the companies based on what my needs and my family needs were. So at the end of the conference, I did take an offer with Love's Travel Stops. And what was funny about that is when I started the conference, they were toward the bottom of my list. I did not think I would want to go work at a gas station or a travel stop. I thought there's no way they could sell me on this. But at the end of the day, they sold me harder than anybody else. Love's Travel Stops is an excellent company with a profound set of company values that their leadership demonstrated. They mean it and they live it, and they bring it to work with them every day. And I found that at the top of the list for me for priorities on who I wanted to join a team with or who I wanted to jump in the boat with after leaving the military was a team or a company that had and lived by values that matched with my own at least well enough that I'd be comfortable and taken care of and respected there. That I could see myself being a part of their leadership and making a difference and making an impact with a company that's doing good work and treating its people well and treating its community well. And so Love's Travel Stops brought me in. They they showed me exactly who they were and exactly what they did and why they did it, and I was sold. So I took an offer with them. Totally a plot twist in my own journey with Cameron Brooks. So what I would tell myself now is to withhold judgment entirely as much as possible until you've had a follow-up interview and met them in person. That's where the rubber really met the road for me, where I felt like I understood who they were and what their values were and what the working environment would be like being with them in person. You just can't replace that interaction.